Hey fellow golfers, 2022 is almost upon us. I hope you've had a reasonable and safe 2021 and wishing you all the best for the coming year. I thought I would round up this year's clips with a clip on one of the top LPGA lady professionals. Guess who? Person who became #1 in the world at the age of 17. The person who was the youngest to win a major on the LPGA at 18 years. Who am I talking about? Well, none other than the great Lydia Ko. I will do a quick summary of her current swing. She was really top of the game for many years since she was 17. She's still only 24. She's had 22 tournament wins, 16 on the PGA, 6 on the European Tour. Amazing. So at 24, she's essentially already almost there as a Hall of Famer. She went through a couple of years of lull, but has re-emerged at the top of the game. And not only will I show a couple of key things about her swing, I will summarize 3 or 4 key takeaways to learn that helped her re-emergence and helped her be once again at the top on the LPGA Tour. Just to put it into perspective, what her re-emergence means, she came second in 3 tournaments in 2021, which included the Lotte Championship and the Scottish Open. Her averages and scoring statistics in 2021 are amazing. She's #1 in the world in putts per green regulation. She's #2 in the world on putting. She's #3 on scoring average. Incredible. And she's #4 in the Rolex Player of the Year. If that doesn't say a lot, I don't know what does. Incidentally, at 18, when she won the Avian Championship, she had the lowest final round in a major of 63. So her talent has shown from the very beginning. Her wins have proven her capability. Her period of disappearing for a while at the top of the game has only, in fact, reinvigorated her and brought out some key lessons that all of us can learn from. So if you look quickly first at the setup, her setup is nice and stable, and she has her feet wider than her shoulders. So that gives her that stability itself. Let's go through her takeaway and you'll see the width that she creates, and that's key to so many of the top golfers, male or female. And then at the top, I'll show you 2 or 3 angles of her at the top. She manages to keep much more stable with a hip turn than many others. So she gets essentially about a 45-degree hip turn, but still manages, because of her flexibility, to get a 90-degree shoulder turn. And that big shoulder turn is what stores up the power. That straight arm at the back gives her that continuing width with the lag that she's created to be able to come through nice and stable. One of the things you notice with Lydia Ko is she has a very stable spine, angle and posture right throughout the swing. So she doesn't exaggerate it one way or another, and that gives her the consistency, or rather the repeatability of her swing, that is so good. including on her irons. As you come down through impact, you'll see one of the key things to learn on swings, which is while her hips are quite open, her alignment is still towards the target. One of the mistakes many of us make as amateurs, and I'm guilty of that too, is that as you come down and open your hips, you also tend to open your shoulders too much, and therefore your alignment is off more to the right. In my case as a left-hander, left if you're a right-hander. So it's key to keep not only over the ball and cover the ball as you see in the image, but also to keep your hip turn much wider open as you come through than your shoulders, till you have the impact point and then follow through. So although on the back she doesn't turn her hips as much, on the way through she uses her hips to get that power to allow her that smooth transition, impact and follow through, with her alignment being towards the target and therefore getting those straighter shots. She ends up with a great finish, as all the great LPGA golfers and PGA golfers do. So what are the 3 or 4 takeaways? Things that she has now learnt and focused on to give her that sort of repeatability and degree of consistency. The first lesson is to focus on your alignment. So in her whole swing, the thing she thinks about most is her alignment. Particularly obviously at setup, but also at the top and, as I mentioned, on the follow through. Secondly, she doesn't think too much about anything else technical. So she limits thinking about technique. That's very important because too many amateur golfers think too much about technique. She focuses much more, therefore, on feel. So the feel as she comes back and through is what she really focuses on. And then if there's anything that she really thinks about or focuses on in her practice sessions so that she drives that into her feel, is a better position at the top on her backswing. So once she's got that better position at the top, she just lets her feel do the rest and her turn do the rest. No more thinking about the swing. So alignment, better position at the top, but the 2 keys in her case: no more overthinking and much more focus on feel. Also, she has done really well recently, in part, she says, because she's much happier off the course, and she believes that being happier off the course makes you a much happier person on the course. So you see her enjoying it more, having more fun, and as a result doing a lot better. Not unlike something that other top golfers have said, from Sam Burns on the PGA to Lydia Ko on the LPGA. You see also someone like Lexi Thompson beginning to re-emerge again, and one of the things she's really worked on is that mental side of smiling, enjoying, being grateful for everything she has and the opportunity she has. Score come what may. Let the score be the outcome. Focus on the process. And this is something so many of the top golfers have begun to realize, learn and deploy. I hope these few tidbits have been useful to you as they are to me, and take a look at the comparisons of other top LPGA golfers that I've done. Lydia Ko, Brooke Henderson, the Corder sisters, to name just a few. See you on the flip side.